This video's not made for kids, you crazy bitch-ass bastard!
It seems today that all you see is bouncing locomotives and stuff on TV. But where are those good old-fashioned values on which we used to rely? Lucky there's the tales of the rails. You're lucky there's a man who positively can do all the things that make us laugh and wail. It's the tales of the Northwestern Rails. While trains on the mainland don't use brake vans nowadays, on Sodor, we do things old school. They still use brake vans, and quite a variety as well. They got LMS brake vans, LSWR brake vans, SR pillbox brake vans, standard 20-ton British Railways brake vans, as well as a couple GWR brake vans, which we'll be focusing on today's story. That being Toad, of course. Toad was at the steamworks having new brake blocks installed. Once the maintenance was done, Oliver picked him up from the steamworks and made their way back to Knapford to take a train to the Little Western. While they waited at Knapford for their rolling stock, Oliver and Toad witnessed Dennis hauling an interesting-looking brake van.
Oh wow, he was fat. I've never seen a brake van like him before.
I don't know, Toad. Let me ask Humphrey.
You wish to see me?
Yes, Toad was wondering who that red brake van is.
Oh, you mean Bruno? Oh yeah, well, like me, he's from North America. He's a caboose, and he has some really cool features. He's got a cupola that helps the conductor, or in the UK, the guard, see overhead. He comes equipped with an air whistle whenever trains are backing up or in a state of an emergency, and he's got a bench with some cushions on it for the guard to rest. Pretty nifty, huh?
Well then, thanks for the trivia, Humphrey.
That Mr. Bruno lad, he sounds so cool. Maybe too cool. I mean, what would a brake van like me have to compete against a caboose?
The trucks caught wind of Toad's envy, and they sang a rude parody about it. 30-foot frame, cupola on his back, when he takes your job and stays right on track. Yeah, he'll watch your demise right before his eyes. We don't talk about Bruno, no. We don't talk about Bruno. Toad felt sadder still. He didn't feel like a really useful brake van, lacking the similar features Bruno has. Just then, a man walking a dog wearing a strange-looking vest approached Toad. Oh, well hello there, Toad brake van. Is everything okay? You look quite sad.
Oh, sir, I've just met a really cool brake van called a caboose. His name is Mr. Bruno. I don't think I'm as special as him.
I see. Well, why don't I lend you some help? Come on, Frederick, up we go. Frederick hopped into Toad and started to explore within his interior and sniff around. It seems like he likes you.
He sure does, sir. Though I must ask, what's with the vest he's wearing?
Oh, well, Frederick is my emotional support dog. Whenever I feel sad, it's Frederick's job to cheer me up again. Oh, let me introduce myself. My name is Jeff. Meanwhile, Oliver was tasked to bring a brake van, that being Bruno, to the Farquhar Quarry for Percy's snow train. He took a shortcut through Toby's branch line in order to reach it. Oliver was quite in awe at the quarry.
Thanks, Oliver. Right on time with the brake van. And my, what a brake van this is!
Hello, my name is Bruno. Goodness, this quarry's so loud and noisy.
Okay then, why don't we place you in a siding where it's quiet until Percy's ready for you?
So that's what Mavis did. She placed Bruno into a siding until Percy's train was loaded with stone. And once that's done, the train made its way to the South Knapford Harbor. Things were going well until they reached Hackenbeck Tunnel.
My COPPA!
Oh, goodness heavens! Driver, stop!
Popping out of the other side, the train came to a stop, and Bruno emerged from the tunnel a different-looking caboose. He no longer had his cupola. Percy's crew raced back to see if the guard was all right.
I'm fine, but Bruno was so tall his top compartment was not clear enough on the top of the tunnel.
My cupola broke off. Without my cupola, my guard won't see any potential issues with the train as we move. And if the train doesn't move, we won't get the stone to the harbor. And if we don't get the stone to the harbor, the boats won't have all their cargo to deliver to foreign areas.
Hold on tight, Bruno. I'll go fetch help.
Percy left the train to fetch help, and the guard made his way to the Kindley's cottage to contact what happened. Back at Tidmouth Halt, Oliver heard about Toad's depression and tried to cheer him up.
You've always been a really useful brake van, Toad. You keep all the woolen stocks in line, and you're quite polite.
Thank you, Mr. Oliver.
Their conversation was interrupted when Percy pulled in.
Percy, what's going on?
It's Bruno and my stone train. A new brake van is needed, and Bruno's COPPA is knocked off at Hackenbeck Tunnel. You better get back quick. He's getting really emotional back there.
Emotional? I think I've got an idea. Excuse me, Mr. Jeff. Got a sec?
Jeff and Frederick hopped into Toad, and Percy pushed them down the line. Bruno sat and waited while shedding a storm of tears.
Oh, that's an ugly noise. Here, how about you cease this crying? That usually works.
At last, Percy and Toad arrived at the scene. Then Jeff and Frederick got to work. Frederick hopped into Bruno's balcony, sniffed around, and licked his chin a bit.
Oh, hello, fluffy dog.
Toad's idea had done it. Once Bruno was calmed down, Percy proceeded with the train. First, they dropped Bruno off at Dennis's shed at Toy Rack. Then finally, Percy and Toad made the rest of their way to the South Knapford Harbor, while Thomas picked up Bruno and dropped him off at the Tidmouth repair yard to have a new cupola installed. Later that day, Bruno had an unexpected visit from Toad. Toad wanted to make sure that Bruno was okay.
How are you feeling, Mr. Bruno?
Hi, Great Brake Van. It may take a little time to have a new cupola installed, but for now, I'm okay. Thank you for helping me calm down with the dog earlier. You were really useful today.
You really mean it? I mean, I'm not as useful as you. You have all those cool features on you, like your colour pull and your air whistle.
Hey, don't beat yourself up over it. Not all brake fans and cabooses have cupolas or air whistles. But that doesn't mean they're not special. Besides, you don't need to have such bits and pieces to show your reability.
Toad was quite touched with Bruno's words.
Well, thank you, Mr. Bruno. Thank you very much.
And with that, the caboose and the Toad brake van became good friends, making Toad once again feel very proud of being a really useful brake van on the Northwestern Railway.